Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the 1212 Portal Collective Update read. This is so important, and I want you guys to take as many notes as you can. Please write me in the in the comment sections, or send me an email. That information is below in the description box, but I beg you, do not fast forward. This information is very imperative for all of you, regardless if you're a light worker, star seed, on a twin flame journey, divine femme, divine masculine. This is very important. So I want to quickly give a shout out to all of the subscribers who recently subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the family. To all of my clients, you guys have kept me really busy during this week, and I'm just sending you guys so much love and light. You guys should have got the notification. Your crystal packs, herbal packs are on the way. To all of you who recently did orders yesterday, I'm getting those sent out on Monday. So it's very important that now you guys really work on your meditation, grounding, because I know you guys are feeling the energy, like the shifts, the changes, and it is coming full throttle. We are in the 1212 portal leading up to 1221 portal, where we finally are introduced into the new age of Aquarius. We've been in that energy, and we've been, gaining momentum. Well, that moment is here. And so guys, you're going to see a lot of changes with the collective energy. You're going to see a lot of changes in your immediate surroundings. You're going to see a lot of changes on the world front in general. And I just ask that you guys really just respond with love, really pay attention to the planetary movements and things like that, because it's very important. So it's so important that you know the information in your natal chart, what time you were born, because you can see, like, for example, what does full moon in Sagittarius or new moon in Sagittarius mean for me? Where is Sagittarius in my chart? Where is it from 0 to 29 degrees? Things like that is so important, and it lets you know how that will affect you. I am not an astrologer by any means necessary, but I do take the time out to look at my natal chart, see what's happening within, the planets, etc. Okay, so that's very important. Secondly, I've seen a lot of you guys, writing in the comment section, shouting out where you're from. Please continue to do that, so that way you guys continue to attract your soul tribe, whichever state you're in, or wherever your hometown is at. All right. So if you guys would like to donate to the channel, you can. That's how I get more tarot cards for you guys, more oracle cards. That's how I'm able to get desks or iPads or anything like that I need to help get these videos out. So you're more than welcome to. If you can't donate to the channel, subscribing to my channel is the same form of as an energy exchange donation, or follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. Now, it's so important because over on Instagram, my IG stories every day, I am giving you guys information about the planetary changes, about what's happening with the shifts and upgrades, twin flame forecast, etc. Whatever I find, I'm posting it up there for you guys. Okay. Also, head on over to the Etsy shop. You guys definitely need the mugworts mission. You definitely need these 7 herbs for the chakra shot. That's so important. I've had 3 clients book that. I post some of those testimonials on the Instagram story as well. And there's so much that helps you with your spiritual gifts. All you have to do is head on over there, or my website, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com, and you'll be able to see what you need. I don't know, all of your gifts, what you guys have. I only know with my personal clients that I'm, tuned into on a day-to-day basis or weekly basis. So if you look at the herbs, it will tell you, like, what's good for, your sight if you're a seer, what's good for you if you're an empath, what's good for you if you have healing hands, like, for example, things like that. And you can also email me, and I can tell you, what herb I can get prepared for you to get you squared away. So if you head on over to my IG story or on YouTube at the community post tab, you'll see my testimonials. You'll see a client got the mugworts, herb, and like psychic visions, just tuned in. And so herbs really help us in so many different ways, not just for healing, but for teaching, for growth, and things like that as well. So I'm going to dive right into the reading. But again, you guys head on over to the Etsy shop. It's Chrissy Crystal Indigo, or my website And if you have any questions, you can email me. That information is found in the description box below. Hit the drop down arrow. You'll be able to see all the information you need to see. Now, I asked Spirit, what do we need to prepare for as this 12/12 portal is upon us, as we are getting ready for the age of Aquarius in a couple days? What do we need to do as a collective? What is happening with the divine masculine? What is going on with the divine feminine? Now, in the after tarot, this is for divine feminine, divine masculine. Regardless if you're a light worker, star seed, earth angel, shaman, witch, magician, alchemist, whatever you resonate spiritually, this is collectively. Okay, so first card out, we have the Hangman. When this card came out, I smiled, and I already knew the move that Spirit was on. So collectively, this is what we're doing. Divine feminines are stepping into his or her power, grounding, shielding, protecting their energy. They've fallen back a little bit because now they're more focused on their life path and purpose mission. And this has shifted within a week to the minimum of 2 days within a divine feminine. But what divine feminine is doing is supporting their divine masculine from a 5D point, right? So if they really can't communicate, in the 3D, they're finding other ways to communicate with their divine masculine in the 5D. But this is showing that as we gear up to 2021, as we get through to the beginning and introduction of the age of Aquarius, the divine feminines are going to be supporting their divine masculines, helping them heal, helping them through their enlightenment, helping them through their spiritual awakening. And we have 7 here. We have 12 here. So this is really, really, really beautiful. And I didn't even notice this until I just started talking to you guys. So coming into this 12/12 portal, there's going to be a lot of support with the divine feminine, divine masculine, supporting and helping each other, but more so on the divine feminine side, guiding the divine masculine. Like, I've been through this already. Let me help you. A lot of your divine masculines are going to come to you and communicate, things have been going on with me. Like, I don't know what these changes are. I don't know what got into me. I need your support. I need your help. Because, some of them have really been resisting their spiritual awakening. They wouldn't, surrender. And here is the divine feminine, whether male or female, like, I got you. Like, I got you. I'm here. I'm here to support you, right? We're holding space. We're not being a doormat. We're giving full support. And it's really crazy as I'm giving this reading, I smell my divine masculine's cologne. And I'm just like, whoa. So telepathic communication is coming in very strong. So the next thing that's coming in for the collective as we gear up for 12/12 portal that we're in now, and as we go forward to 21. So we have 12/12 and we have the 12/21 portal. So here we are. If you notice, we have Pentacles. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But not only that, we're letting go and we're releasing things that no longer serve us to grow us. So if there was those third party energies, that's being let go of. If there was karmic situations, that is being let go of. Also, 5 talks about changes. So there's not only awakenings and ascensions and, releasing the dark night of the soul, but there's also walking away from things that no longer serve or grow us collectively, right? So if anything was getting in the way of this divine counterpart, of your divine counterpart, of this connection, keeping us from doing what our life path and purpose mission is together, those things are falling away to the wayside. And as you can see, they've been through it, but yet they're still standing the test of time, while others who've tried to ruin the connection, get in the connection, get in the way of the connection, regardless if it was, entities or whatever you felt was really, you just didn't know how to put your finger on it. Something is always trying to get in between this connection. That's falling away. The next card out, we have the 10 of Pentacles, if I can grab it for you. All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. So again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. 10 talks about completion, and this is the end all be all. This is you guys being power couples. This is you guys being abundant. This is, us out on our life path and purpose mission, not having anything to worry about, having our spirit guides, our ancestors supporting us and continue to guide us. This is where we're headed to, right? Full of abundance. And again, for you and your divine counterpart. A lot of you guys have soul, purpose missions together, life path purpose missions together. And some of you guys are going to be huge power couples in regard to what you do with your gifts and how you present them to the world. So this is beautiful. And so we have the overall energy, temperance. This is also a divine timing card. So we have 16. So a lot of you guys may be seeing 16, but this talks about how you have to make sure your cup is full, how you have to make sure you're patient with yourself, how you have to make sure you're not beating yourself down when you and your divine counterpart aren't seeing eye to eye, or you feel like it's the end and you feel like there's no coming back from this. Then there's the light. There's that pureness. There's the dove, right? But again, the more you stand in your power, the more you are in your life path and purpose mission, your divine masculine finds that strength. And I know you guys are like, oh my God, just man up and figure it out. But at the same time, this is how these connections were brought to us, right? It's not a coincidence that we all have the same symptoms or ascension symptoms with our divine counterparts, right? Or we as soul sisters and soul brothers. We know who's on what wave, depending, okay, last week you had those symptoms. Okay, this week I got it. Okay, so we're probably a wave behind each other, or however it resonates. But this is beautiful. Divine timing, be patient with yourself. Make sure your cup is full. And then we have the strength card under that with the infinity symbol. And you guys know about that infinity symbol. Here we have number 8. Today I saw 808. I saw 818. All right. So under that, oh my God, Empress. Standing in your power, lighting up the world. All right. So this is beautiful, like really, really beautiful, guys. And again, that's what those twin flame healing sessions are about. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Like I even told one of my soul sisters, like, I need somebody to do a healing on my divine masculine, because I don't understand why I'm around here. Same night, I got clients calling me back like, you don't want to know what happened. It's amazing. And I'm sitting here, hanging upside down like a vampire with my divine counterpart and can't seem to pick up what I'm putting down. And so my soul sister laughed and I was just like, how is this possible? But it's a beautiful thing. But this is what those twin flame healing sessions are. And again, I want you guys to look around. You can go to other spiritualists that do this type of work, but you're going to see them 600, 700, 800. Me, I was like 111. I don't do this to get rich. I do this because this is my life path and purpose. And Spirit Source Divine God, you don't do your spiritual work without an exchange. So even if someone didn't have $111, right? And you email me and was like, listen, I can do this in exchange for this. There has to be a physical exchange, right? And these type of gifts that we're given, we're supposed to be doing our life path and purpose mission with them. And that's what creates our abundance to help and support the world. We're not supposed to be working for somebody else. We're supposed to be working for Spirit Source Divine God. And in turn, Spirit Source Divine God takes care of us, right? And that's why when you're doing your spiritual work, you're leaded, you're guided, you take off. Everything, all doors open for you because you're doing what you're supposed to do. So when you look at my services, you'll be like, oh my, that's it. Like, it's not even expensive. Like, I'm not saying like I'm just low, round the way girl or something like that. But, like not trying to be like, oh, she ain't, expensive, or, whatever. But I mean, in time, as I grow, I've only been doing this for 2 years. And actually my healings and stuff like that, that's only 6 months to a year. And so this is what we're called to do, right? And twin flame healing session is so important for you guys. Like, I'm happy for you guys. We got, divine feminines getting engaged too. We got other divine feminines coming right through with their divine masculine doing a 380, or is it 360, one of them. And it's just, a beautiful feeling to like know that Spirit Source Divine God has given me something special to help others, right? So again, you can look at the testimonials, you can read their information, and I post that stuff not to think that I'm all that in a bag of chips, but to show you like you got to have faith. You got to know that, things are going to work out. You didn't meet me by accident, right? So the cards that wanted to show themselves, we have Justice, Scales, Balance, you listening and communicating with each other. 9 talks about endings, So anything that wasn't of alignment, anything that wasn't of integrity, that's falling away. We have Seven of Cups. We talk about choices here. So let's make the right choices. You know, we're getting a lot of sevens in these readings as well. And you see how the lady in the cup is just like, I cannot believe he chose all that materialistic stuff. And I'm sitting right here. You know, I have your heart. Why can't you see me? Why can't you see me? Right? And that's how some of us divine feminines are. It's like, I'm standing right in front of you for the love of God. Y'all know when I get into my mood. And this person is just like, I want it all. Like, just, you know, fancy, this, that, and the third. And it's like, come on, Spirit is asking you, focus on what's important. Focus on what matters, right? We have Six of Pentacles towards Virgo Capricorn energy. Again, equal reciprocity given to those that are less fortunate. Right now, it's so important to give. Give your light. Shine your light. Give advice. Give guidance. You guys are spiritual too. You guys have gifts too. Start working on them. Five of Wands. We have equal communication amongst each other, everyone on a common chord with each other, everyone's at peace. And five, this is what's happening with the collective in general. Then we have the devil, but here it's different. Now these two, divine masculine, divine feminine, are realizing their undenying or you know, that strong word, that undenying love for each other. Like, you know, you're my person. Like, this is where we're at. We're not tied to the devil anymore. We don't have any karma to work through or work out. We've done this. Now we're here, right? It's beautiful how Spirit just spits these cards out. The Chariot, movement forward. Again, a lot of you in the collective have had past life energy in Egypt, Atlantis, you name it. You guys have had past lives together, and you may have been seeing them in your visions or dreams. We have the King of Pentacles because for the divine masculine or divine feminine, in some cases, you didn't feel like you had enough, or you couldn't support your divine counterpart the way you felt you could support them. And yes, you can. You are more than enough. You have enough. You have to change your thinking. But this is saying your divine counterpart as well is realizing, I can do this. I can be the king of my pentacles. I can bring in abundance. I can attract the things I want because I'm a magnificent manifester. And once you change your thoughts, once you see that you can have anything you want, it doesn't matter. And that's why I tell all of you guys on the channel, dress how you want to dress. You're not about to see me having a meetup or having a seminar and dressed in like shrubs and robes. You're not going to see that. You're going to see me walk right out. I don't know if I'm going to be wearing Louis, Prada, Gucci. I don't know. I just like fashion. I'm a girly girl at some. Sometimes I could be a tomboy. But it's not even about the materialistic stuff. It's like when you grow up and all you hear is like, we can't afford, we can't afford, we can't afford, we can't afford, we can't afford. Well, what can we afford? And you got to go to the secondhand store to get secondhand clothing. I don't even walk in a secondhand store anymore. When I found out my worth, when I discovered my worth, when I discovered the magic, when I discovered what Spirit was trying to show me who I was all along, I can walk into a Mercedes-Benz dealership just as the next man. I don't have to be hood-tastic and drive Chevy Monte Carlos with the bang in the back, because that's the two cars that I had, because it was hood, you know, it was hood celebrity, it was hood-tastic, because that was my way of thinking of like that. Oh, this is high class for me. No. I came to New York and I was just lost in the sauce. I was like, I mean, you know, it's not no different than Chicago, but man, I see things I like. Like, you know what I mean? My birthday and Christmas is 5 days away from each other. My birthday is December 20th. Christmas is the 25th. So I remember being embedded in, already settled in New York. And I remember my nana and my godmama like, hey, what you want for Christmas? You know, your list. I didn't get your list. They always ask for my list. So I had like Montclair this on there, you know, a MacBook. Like, I loaded that list up and I got cursed excuse my French, I got cursed the fuck out. My grandmama said, have you lost your mind? A Montclair jacket. I mean, I didn't know it. I just knew that I liked it. I mean, I wasn't thinking about the money, none of that. But guess what? 7 years later, I bought my own Montclair jacket. Right? So it's like you need to know that it's not about the name designer. It's not about any of that. It's about doing what you love and making yourself happy. You spoil the crap out of yourself. You treat yourself amazing. That way, when anybody comes in your life, regardless if it's divine masculine, divine feminine, they have to handle you and treat you the way you handle and treat yourself. I can't come lower than that. She treats or he treats themselves as a king or queen. I got to come like that. Right? Love yourself. Spoil yourself. It's okay. And this is where that King of Pentacles come in at. Because me and my divine counterpart was on two different levels. Me, I was just like, you know what, let me go get this Michael Kors bag, you know what I mean? Like, styling and profiling. My divine masculine and I got ready to go somewhere one day. I grabbed my Michael Kors bag. My divine masculine was like, I am not leaving out that door if you carrying that Michael Kors bag. I was like, what? What are you talking about? But my divine masculine also taught me quality, fashion, style, sense, like things like that, and why it's important. Because if I buy something at Forever 21 for say, right? And like next week you get a hole in it on the side, you go back, they don't have another one, that's it, right? You get a store credit, whatever. But if you buy something, say for example, something happened to my bag at Louis, right? They give it to you, take it back in. Oh, I'm sorry about what happened, you know. Your bag will be ready in like 3 weeks. They send it out, stitch it up, get it all pretty, boom, back. Quality. Continue to pass it down through your lineage. All right, sorry for the rant, but I felt like someone needed to hear that. So we're going to dive into the Twin Flame Oracle deck, all right, by Mystic Moon. So for Divine Masculine, first card out, cycles. So this is what they're working through. And even at when the full moon passing by, they realize I'm continuously having these cycles. Like, what is happening with me? Like, I need to change, right? Next card out, awakening. If we're lying, we're flying. But Spirit is definitely talking tonight. And probably my grandma Ruby too, because she be dipping in and out. But awakening, your divine masculines are going through their awakening. A lot of them have went into hermit mode, don't really want to speak, really need time to themselves. If this is resonating with you, like, share, and a comment. Y'all talk to each other. We are a family. I'm not embarrassed. Karmic partners, again, energy, working through these situations, realizing with the full moon up until now, that karma played a big part in what was happening within the connection, what was happening within themselves. Next card out for Divine Masculine, new direction. They know they need to change. They know they need to step it up. They know they need to become a better person. And for some of the Divine Masculines, they've really hurt their Divine Feminine to the point where they may feel they've lost their Divine Feminine, right? For Divine Feminine, fresh start. Let's just start all over. Now we know what we're supposed to be doing. Let's start all over. We can right the wrongs. We can, you know, forget about the past. Like, now we know what we need to do. Balancing the scales. These scales have come out 3 times. Equal reciprocity, equal give and take, you know, supporting each other. This is what's on the Divine Feminine's mind. And also with the soul tribe, supporting each other then. Divine Feminine knows right now, my Divine Masculine is not ready. We can talk here and there. I rather communicate more on the 5D. For those who are in minimal to no contact with your Divine Masculine. I'm not going to say this is for those who live with their Divine Masculine or have, you know, gotten recently engaged. But for the other collective of Divine Feminines, they know right now, I'm just going to, you know, hold space and support you from a distance, just like that Hangman card, right? Next card out, Divine Timing. We keep getting this card over and over and over and over again because Divine Feminines, we're so impatient. Like, I've been waiting all this time, like, pick it up already, right? So, Divine Timing. It's all according to the divine plan. So as you surrender, things start to make more sense, right? Overall energy, patience. How much more patience do you want us to have? Patience. But this is asking for patience on the divine masculine scale as well as the divine feminine scale. Okay. Under that, recognition. See all these full moons, something with that full moon really awakened, really triggered the divine masculine. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to dive into the messages of love oracle spread. Okay. Timer says on the clock, 9:44. So first card out, past life love. It says your soul remembers this intense connection. For you guys that have been following me for a while, you know my story. Stepped off the elevator and boom. Hey, I remember you. I was like, oh my God, my heart is talking. What is this? So that is true. For a lot of your divine counterparts, your soul did something very unique, or your body did something very unique that had you looking twice, right? You can share yours in the comment sections. What was your first interaction with your divine counterpart, and how did you realize it was something different? Next card out, twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. And you know what? Something low tried to get in and intervene with this spread. Because as I was pulling the cards, I was like, something's off. Something's not right. And something said, shuffle over. Right? New love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. Okay? And just like with the divine timing card, we have fate. This is a destined partnership. Regardless, you guys were destined to cross paths. We were destined to cross paths with our divine masculines and vice versa. Let's dive into the Moonology spread. For divine masculine, we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Right? A lot of them are so scared from past hurts, from inner childhood wounds. The list goes on, but be bold and make the first move. For divine feminine, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So maybe when this full moon is in Cancer, we can Google that and look that up. There's going to be some clarity to what you've been wanting to know, right? Overall energy. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. That is on the way. We are in the age of Aquarius energy. Full peak 12/21. So this is bring love into the situation. Right? So that's January, February energy. So we can't worry about these connections. We can't say it's over, it's done. Because divine source, spirit, God is still working. Right? So wisdom of oracle deck. First card out for divine masculine is loyal heart. Number 35, 3 and 5 is 8. Loyal heart. They know you're loyal to them, and you've protected their heart as if it's your own. And this is the energy that they're in. Like they know, they're like, I owe him or her loyalty. I owe him or her an explanation. This is what they're thinking about. When you're not speaking to your divine counterpart and you are doing you and focus on your mission, they really start to see a lot of their wrongs that need to be right. Right? For divine feminine, round and round. And so this could talk about a few things. Cycles. This can talk about you feeling like you don't know if you're going, right or left. It can resonate for a lot of things, right? And this is card 25. 2 and 5 is 7. Again, more 7s, right? But this card I'm going to read to divine feminine because I want you not to be lost in the sauce. Right? So we have, that's 25. 2 and 5 is 7. You can look up angel number. You can look up angel number 7 because we've been seeing them a lot, right? And you guys can write in the comment sections, what you think, and, ask for support from your other tribe members. Like, we're all here for each other. Okay. So 25 talks about round and round. And then it says the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break. It says revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Right? So It's not so much as the connections being toxic or anything like that. Sometimes they are, but and heavy, and you know, like we're working through our dark shadows and things like that. But also, you know, with these divine connections, when you're on this twin flame journey, you guys have known each other for so many lifetimes, so many. And that's why Akashic records, Akashic records, past life regressions, like that type of healing support is important, because if you know where you guys went wrong before, you'll know how to correct it going forward, right? And so the overall energy, we have peace for both. This is what we're aiming for. 2 and 3 talks about number 5 talks about changes. We're getting a lot of 5s, a lot of 7s, and we got some 8s and 10s. So this is beautiful. This is where we're headed. Okay, so we're going to dive into Angels and Ancestors deck. Okay, so for the Divine Masculine, we have Druid, hold space. This is beautiful. And so they're getting very spiritual. They know, like, regardless if they're not ready to come forward, if they have more work to do, they need to hold space for their Divine Feminine, right? So when does this ever come out for Divine Masculine? So this is really beautiful. They're very spiritual. They're they're observing. They're quiet. They have gifts, but as you can see, I can't tell if you are using your gift or not, right? Next card out for Divine Feminine is Lady. And then it says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Yes, a lot of the Divine Feminines are on your life path, purpose, mission, just kickstarted your life path and purpose, mission, and you're ready. A lot of the Divine Feminines are connecting with their soul sisters and soul brothers from the channel. This is beautiful. I know me, I'm very introverted. I'm very cautious about who, like, I let in my space. I know, like, how to live alone. I've lived alone before, you know, roommates and stuff like that, but I've always been by myself when it comes to, like, my room and, like, my area. So when you're used to that, it's uncomfortable when someone's trying to, like, wiggle their way in, right? We have to really be really open to them or call to them for them to be in your space like that. And so with this, it talks about how Divine Feminine is reaping the rewards, growth, abundance, just really out there shining and gliding, right? This is beautiful. And learning, like me, taking a risk and reaching out to a soul sister and saying, like, hey, you want to hang out? Like, it took me a week to do that, but it's the effort. And I felt so good after doing it, right? So beautiful. Overall energy for the collective, great teacher. So this says, learn from spiritual experiences. So this is for the collective. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine had a card, and then the overall energy. Spiritual experience. Now we're learning. Your Divine Masculines are going to open up in a way that is going to blow your mind. I'm still like, I can't wait to the day I'm going to clock it down when my Divine Masculine finally reaches out and says, I need help. I need some understanding on something. Because that's the point it has gotten, because they refuse to surrender, right? Masculines feel, oh, I gotta be masculine, I gotta be tough. Okay, keep playing with Divine Source God, Spirit, and see what happens. You're gonna be hanging upside down like a vampire like I was. But the only thing with the Divine Feminine is we didn't know what was going on. But once the elevator started going to the other floors, we're like, oh, okay, like, I think this is what's happening. Okay, let me surrender. But not the Divine Masculine. They don't get it that way, right? It's just beautiful. So Spirit, Source, Divine, God, your ancestors, angels are helping and supporting you during this time, okay? We're going to dive into the Angels of Abundance spread. So for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, we have clean energy food. So a lot of you guys may have noticed as of recently, you are getting more allergic to the food you eat. And that is because your body has went through a DNA upgrade. And so you're more going to be attracted to the vegan-like food and stuff like that, and slowly wean yourself off of the food that you've normally eaten. Because anything you eat, you're going to have a swollen eye, swollen cheek, something. Your body isn't handling it the way it used to be able to handle the food, because you're vibrating high, you're ascending, you're high, you know, when you're going to a different spiritual level. And so I'm going to probably see a lot of you guys in the comments like, that's what's been going on. Yeah. Okay. So it says, when you feed your body with a healthier organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts guidance, opportunities, and beneficial relationships. Okay? The overall energy, unlimited ideas. And it says, your mind is one with the God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. And so important, especially tonight. I better hear or see comments from all of you guys that you meditated and you tuned into some energy, burned the sage, smudged yourself, however it resonate. But let me know if you got some good information that you've been waiting to hear. All right. So we're going to dive into the Atlantis cards. All right. So for Divine Masculine, we have materialization. All right. We have materialization. And so it says, the Magi and some specially trained priests were able to manifest items from the spiritual realms. First, they achieved total clarity about what they wanted. They then focused on the most intricate details of this vision and were able to hold it in their mind. Because everything is made up of energy, they could draw the pure energy of the higher dimensions into a denser vibration and fashion it into the physical object. This power was used to serve the people. So it says, manifest your vision. This is for Divine Masculine. If you choose this card, your guidance is to become totally clear about what you want in your life. Be sure that you really want it. When you have the clarity, focus on your vision without doubt or deviation, and it must manifest. Beautiful. See that? Divine Feminine, we have birth crystals. And this is number 18, I believe, or 16. The numbers are a little off. Birth crystals. All right, Divine Feminine. So it says, when babies were born in the Golden Age, crystals from their home planet materialized beside them. Because all humans go through the veil of amnesia on incarnation, people were unable to remember their stellar origins. However, when they held their birth crystals, they made an unconsciousness connection with home and felt a sense of peace and comfort that helped them during their time on Earth. It says, roots. If you draw this card, you are guided to strengthen your connection with home, which may mean meditating on your stellar origins. Alternatively, it may suggest that you explore your background and ancestral heritage. You may even need to put down more roots to enhance your feelings of belonging, which you can do by meeting new people, deepening friendships, or developing interests locally. All right. Overall energy, telepathy, 34. So you see the Divine Masculine's card that they received. You see the card that you have received. And then the overall energy for both is telepathic communication, pretty much. And so this is how Spirit is having us communicate with our Divine Masculines at this time, as they help and support to do the work that your Divine Masculine needs in order for them to accept and open up to their awakening. So with this, it says, in Golden Atlantis, people spoke very little because they had strong telepathic skills and could communicate clearly over long distances. Because they could readily read each other's minds, they kept their thoughts pure and constructive and only transmitted positive messages or images. The teacher priest taught the children telepathically, and crystals were programmed by thoughts that were projected into them. It says pure communication. Notice how telepathically receptive you are. Your guidance is to clear your mind and become receptive to the messages of your guides and angels, as well as to the thoughts of other people. Someone is trying to transmute something important to you. You are also called on to project telepathic messages of hope, love, and inspiration to others. Clear your mind to transmit and receive messages. This is beautiful. All right. So if you guys are resonating with this reading, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. My email is in the description box below if you guys have any questions. And we're going to dive into Beyond Lemuria. So I pulled this deck specifically because we're doing the 12-12 portal. And this deck goes really deep on a soul level, and I felt we needed that. And then tonight I want you guys to get into meditation mode, write your the communication down that you're receiving from Spirit, Source, Divine. And again, like, if you have any questions, you can email me. I'm here for you guys. For Divine Masculine, the first card out is Paradigm Shift, Air. So even with the paradigm shift, that can somewhat feels like an awakening. And we're headed towards the age of Aquarius, and that is an air sign, right? And so this is number 13, I believe. 13. And so I'll read a little tidbit for you for the Divine Masculine. Okay. But these, our decks are like really beautiful. And so with air, the paradigm shift, it says an innovative way of existing, new earth, energies, inspiring others, fresh air, flying higher than you have before, more expansive perspectives, consciousness shift. All right. And this talks about the great change, like what we've been gearing up for all along, the new age of Aquarius. And we're special. We're a special group of beings, because not only have we been a part of the age of Pisces, but we're right into the age of Aquarius. So we felt both, both energies, right? And so this is beautiful. This is what your Divine Masculine is being prepared for. The card that came out for Divine Feminine is Radiant Illumination, number 4, Solar Plexus Chakra. So when you think about your solar plexus, right, middle of your stomach, almost by your belly button, I believe. When you work on that chakra, do you see how strong you feel? Do you see how you glow? Like, this is very important, especially with the new age of Aquarius upon us. There's going to be something definitely significant with the solar plexus, I believe. Okay. And so with this card, it talks about personal power, independence, self-discipline, confidence, assertiveness, decision-making, belief, intellectual abilities, expression of will, bringing ideas into reality, right? And so it says the solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of our being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings our passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you are taking up space, and insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides within this center, and be energized, motivated, fueled with inspiration, right? Enthusiastic and clear-minded, so you can bring forth more of yourself and what you wish to birth in the world. And so this is very beautiful, Divine Feminine. Focus on your solar plexus, all right? Overall energy. What I'm telling you, your cards are your cards. Journey to Wholeness. This is number 33. Wow, you guys already know why I'm saying that, right? Number 33, the Ascended Masters. This is beautiful. So I asked, and Spirit got down today. Like, for those that do card readings, you already know what I'm communicating about. And so with Journey to Wholeness, it talks about self-acceptance, wholeness, unconditional love, soul fragments returning, accepting others as they are, staying energetically present, accepting all parts of self, healing, internal disease, right? And so this talks about bringing it back to one, bringing it back to the source. And this is how, excuse me, the divine masculine and the divine feminine are supporting each other. This is the end goal: unity, union, whether it be power couple or on your life path and purpose missions, or assisting each other with your life path and purpose missions. For those of you who are supposed to be business, for those of you who's supposed to be actually in union, married with kids with your divine counterpart. We all have different missions with our divine counterpart, right? And so at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is bringing it back to wholeness, bringing it back to one, bringing it back to the source. You see how all of this just ended up with one boom, right back to where it started. We all have God energy. We all have the gifts to do what Spirit, Source, Divine, God, Jesus has done, or whomever you resonate, right? And so you step into that power and you radiate and you light up the world and you continue to be who you are. And for the divine feminine, for those of you who are still tater-totting on the fence, about stepping out, step out, be bold. You are who you are. They're going to love you or they can leave you alone. Simple. Because right now, as we're getting prepared for this 1221 introduction into the age of Aquarius, finally, we are going to really set the stage for a lot of our little light workers and star seeds and indigo and golden children that's coming behind us. And we need to make sure that we are setting the right example. Bold, fearless, amazing, and lighting the world on fire in a good way. Love and light, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.